And welcome to yet another edition of Archive Riffs. Now, I've been recently charged with the task of teaching my nieces and nephew about stranger danger, because they don't come any stranger than I do, as you well know. Anyway, great teacher that I am, I went looking for a film that I could show them on the topic, and while I haven't found anything appropriate quite yet, that could take months, I have found something for today's show. So, without further ado, from 1963, it's Say No to Strangers. Ah, yes, the less discussed part of the Zapruder reel. They had to underline no, just in case you thought it was just on upside down.
The boys and girls in this schoolyard are waiting for the first bell.
Very orderly.
This is Wendy Webb.
Wendy is in training to be a candy striper for the circus.
This is her twin brother, Jamie.
Viva la revolution!
There's the bell.
Just in case you were too stupid to know.
Them to their classroom. Good morning, Miss Jones.
Good morning.
Miss Jones is the only one qualified to break the fourth wall.
The children are very fond of her, and Miss Jones likes each of the pupils.
Perhaps a little too much.
This is a day like any other day in class.
This class has a camera crew in it every day. Okay, class, what's the word? Castro! Vietnam? Very good.
Arithmetic,
Yay! Damn new math. Makes no sense. So that's how you do long division.
reading,
Miss Jones, what is me and campus?
music.
Yes, check out Miss Jones's mad conducting skills. She sucks. Oh well, I better humor her though. I can't afford another F.
And finally, it is almost time for the dismissal bell.
9:05 a.m. It's an accelerated school.
Today, Miss Jones suggests that they review the safety rules they discussed yesterday. The 4 rules are:
Don't accept gifts from strangers.
Little
how
disembodied.
many of you can tell us why? The children know how important it is to remember these safety rules.
But we can't be bothered to answer our own damn question.
Strangers.
Do you remember the important reasons for this?
Yes, but your secret's safe with me.
Don't walk through dark or lonely streets.
You might wind up at the Heartbreak Hotel.
The children realize that safe behavior is just as important as spelling and arithmetic.
Remember, the policeman is always your friend.
Especially the cop whose badge says Stud Police.
Help you. And so this school day comes to a close.
All 13 minutes of it.
Some children remain after school to play.
Ah yes, tetherball. For those who can't handle real sports. For the record, I always got my ass kicked at that game.
There are those who ride their bikes home. And some walk home.
While others teleport home.
Wendy and Jamie live just a few blocks from the school. Unless the weather is bad, they walk to and from school every day.
Uphill, both ways, through a minefield.
Sometimes there are interesting things to do or see on the way home from school.
Like today, Mr. Whipple was waiting to abduct them.
All children love puppies,
And if you don't, you're automatically expelled from youth.
know this, and will usually let them pet or play with a puppy.
Get me away from this madman!
Give it to the children as a gift.
Don't accept gifts from strangers.
Will somebody please let Miss Jones out of the microwave? Oh,
It is the next day.
you'll just have to take our word for it.
They are on their way to school, and they have occasion to remember another one of the safety rules.
Oh, hey, a self-stopping car.
Says she is going past the school and will be glad to give them a ride.
Nice car. Nice car.
Don't accept rides from strangers.
Great. Now Miss Jones has got herself stuck in the toaster oven. Weird, weird woman, that Miss Jones. Whee! Polishing furniture is fun.
Wendy and Jamie help their...
You know, they bought that couch just to match the walls.
After lunch, they're free to go to the park for the afternoon. Their mother reminds them to be sure to be home before dark.
As in when the dark people start going to their park.
Parks and playgrounds are fun.
Aren't they? Aren't they? We are having a good time.
There is so much to do.
So you can have a perfectly bland, generic, nondescript good time. Can't you just see how pertinent all this is to the concept of stranger danger? Yeah, neither can I. Isn't all this danger just thrilling? I mean, listen to this music! I bet it's great to get abducted. And Wendy becomes the first child in history to lose at hopscotch.
And because there is so much to do, we sometimes forget how quickly the time passes.
I'm having a more generic good time. No, I'm having a more generic good time. No, I'm having a more generic good time. No, I'm having a more generic good time. Oh, hey, look. Yes, 5:34, the witching hour for child molesters. We better get going before all the good ones are taken.
We'll worry if they're not home on time. And Wendy and Jamie do not want to...
Stop! You could have been run over by that imaginary car, Jamie. Jamie, I think you're wacko. Now you're seeing men behind bushes. Ah, yes, coming home from the park by way of Chinatown. That's how I always used to do it.
It was a shortcut. If they go down this street, they can save time.
Don't walk through dark or lonely streets.
Now Miss Jones is in the pressure cooker.
Stay on the main street.
Remember, the policeman is always your friend.
Okay, I'm officially out of appliance jokes. Can you arrest us, pretty please, Mr. Officer Man?
Yes, the policeman is your friend. Always feel free to call on him for help.
Because Lord knows he has nothing better to do than to drive your stupid little brats home. The old midget couple sits down to complete their taxes. They have festive Christmas music playing on the hi-fi to get them in that tax spirit. Wendy dreams of having backwards arm syndrome, like all the normal kids. I swear the kids in this thing are part of some genetic experiment to create the perfect child. Wendy revels in this being the proudest moment of her life. Ever. I like Jamie's fluffy horse blanket robe, don't you? Jamie envisions himself at age 50. Come on, kid, hang it up. Apparently, being fraternal twins guarantees identical drawing skills. Yes, let's get every beautiful frame of this. Well, better start on that ransom note. Dear Congressman, if you don't send me $50,000... Oh, God. Do we really need to see all this? Actually, we should be glad because this is the edited version. The full director's cut has every frame of all the drawing, everything. It runs for like 6 hours. Wendy has long dreamed of carving permanent smiles on law enforcement personnel. Come on, get on with it! This is making Out of Africa look like an action-packed thrill ride. And how?
We have learned the safety rules. We hope you have too.
But not the reasoning behind those rules, because that would just be stupid. And that's it for this Archive Riffs. Join us next time when we find out just what happened to Jamie and Wendy's father.